From promising everyone self-driving cars to promising to make Twitter great again, Elon Musk has made massive claims, but he's never, ever delivered on them. Yet, he's made another promise. Elon Musk is claiming to eliminate fossil fuels from the global economy. The Tesla CEO was expected to lay out a plan for smaller and cheaper EVs, but that hasn't been materialized so far, because even now, despite Model 3 and Y, Tesla's kind of a car for the elites. And while in certain economies, these cars might be low budget, the point is that the lack of cheap cars is not letting the American EV manufacturer expand into other regions of the world.
But at Tesla, it's not good enough. If we're going to scale the way we want to do, we have to rethink manufacturing again. As part of the master plan, we have to make another step change in cost.
Tesla has been planning to cut assembly costs by half in its future cars, according to what its engineers told investors. However, Elon didn't unveil a smaller, affordable car, which is something everyone kinda expected. And since so many people were disappointed by this lack of announcement, Tesla's share price fell by 5% in the after hours of trading. But that doesn't mean that the entire investor presentation was useless, because Elon laid out other plans. In the first 3 hours of the webcast, Tesla employees, led by Musk, talked pretty much about everything. They talked about a plan for the entire world to embrace sustainable energy, and they also talked about how the company is innovating its operations, its manufacturing, its service to reduce costs and increase revenues. Okay, so in that presentation, we also saw that quite a few Tesla engineers were presenting, and there's a reason for that. Tesla has been linked to Musk, and he's pretty much the face of the brand, but he's also problematic. For example, he bought Twitter, and it seems as if he's going to run it into the ground. And since the world noticed how bad he is at managing certain things, the investors started losing faith in him, which caused the Tesla stock price to fall. So now, the company is trying to show investors that Tesla is beyond Elon Musk. For example, Tom Zhu, the new global production chief, took the stage and talked about Tesla's global manufacturing capacity. Because while Musk disappointed everyone by not announcing a smaller, cheaper EV, before that could happen, Tesla needs to increase its manufacturing capacity. Currently, the EV maker can make about 2 million cars a year. However, the company is planning to expand its capacity to 20 million cars a year, a 10-fold increase. This will set Tesla back by $175 billion, but this is important for the company to sell an affordable car, which will eventually eliminate the need for gas. But to do that, Tesla also needs to focus on the logistics industry, and it's doing just that.
But we knew we had to improve the process further. And with Cybertruck, we designed a vehicle around a vision that actually started with the manufacturing process. And in this case, the materials dictated the design.
The Cybertruck pickup is coming this year, and it's going to change the farming industry forever, making it a lot more sustainable. Because so far, these trucks are some of the most inefficient vehicles out there in terms of their gas consumption. So for a truly fossil-free world, the Cybertruck needs to come soon. But that's not all though. Musk said that for a truly fossil-free world, Tesla will need to announce around 10 models and sell 20 million cars each. That means that Tesla's planning to sell, on average, 2 million cars per model, which isn't gonna be easy now, is it? Because Toyota, the world's largest automaker right now, by volume, sells 1 million Corollas per year. So Elon's literally expecting his cars to be more popular than the good old reliable Corolla. It's these kind of ambitions that have led Tesla to become the world's most valuable car company, and it hasn't even cracked the mass market yet. The Tesla CEO believes that once it does that, the company is going to take a massive step toward a climate-friendly world. And while Elon's kinda used to making these promises, one thing's for sure, the company did outperform the industry in recent years. It increased deliveries in the middle of supply chain issues, plus Tesla's price cuts really helped. Tesla cut its prices to boost sales, something that was pressured by a weak economy and by all the legacy manufacturers entering the EV space. Just because Elon didn't announce a small EV, that doesn't mean that it's not coming. A high-profile Tesla investor, Ross Gerber, tweeted, "It's coming. They laid it all out. 50% less cost to build. Would you get a 25 to 30K EV?" And this is perfectly in line with what the Mexican officials announced recently. Officials from the country mentioned that Tesla's gonna build a factory in the northern state of Nuevo León.
Giga Mexico would be supplemental to the output of all the other factories. So this is not, to be clear, moving output from anywhere to anywhere. It is simply about expanding.
It's going to be Tesla's first factory outside of the US, Germany, and China. But the fans of the brand are expecting more news in the coming days, so the plans for an affordable car are in full swing. Because in 2020, Musk talked about how he was going to develop batteries in-house. This will make EVs costing around 25 grand a lot more feasible. So far, though, the company's kind of struggling to scale up production for all of the batteries that it's expected to make. Tesla executives claim that this year, the production of batteries will start. The company now has a lithium refinery and a cathode facility in Texas, but other than that, they gave no updates. And while all of this is good news, many investors are spooked too. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, this is kinda happening because of Twitter. Firstly, that guy is spending way too much time there, and that worries investors that he won't be able to focus on his main bread and butter and the actual profitable company, Tesla. Secondly, ever since he joined Twitter, he's kind of shown a weird side of his. He's getting into beefs with random people, plus he fired a very competent, differently abled employee on a whim without realizing that the employee had a very good contract, because Twitter acquired that guy's company, and the contract said that if he's ever fired, he'll get a $100 million payout. So now, Elon's gonna have to give the guy $100 million bucks, and that's just the contract. Musk might get sued by the guy too, and all these bad decisions and edgelord-esque behavior is shedding a poor light on his other companies, and their stocks are tumbling. If Elon Musk really does plan on building a world without fossil fuels, he's gonna have to get a whole lot more serious than he is now, especially because he keeps promising things and then never delivers. A small, affordable car is still a relatively new promise, but what about self-driving cars? This is something he's been promising since 2014, and he keeps saying that this tech is just around the corner, and to this day, he keeps tweeting about how it is just about to happen, but it just never ends up happening.
I think Tesla's doing good things in AI. I don't know, this one stresses me out, so I don't know what to say about it.
According to his last update on this, which was in 2022, the new target for full self-driving cars was 2023. Well, it's 2023, folks. I don't see these cars hitting the road anytime soon. Plus, even the Cybertruck has been promised for quite some time now. Musk announced the Cybertruck all the way back in 2019, and it was expected to roll out in 2021. But well, it's 2023, and we're still kinda just expecting it right now. One of his biggest lies was when he stated that he was going to be taking Tesla private, and that funding was secured when it wasn't. Harmless, right? No. Because that tweet used false information to increase the share price of the company, which is, pretty darn illegal. So please, take his promise to eliminate fossil fuels from the world economy with a grain of salt. And that's all the deets on Musk's vision to eliminate fossil fuels from the world.